Well, while the world focuses on Israel's war against Hamas, an ongoing conflict threatens a tiny Christian nation. Armenia is facing a potential genocide at the hands of its militant neighbor, Azerbaijan. CBN's Chuck Holton reports from the disputed territory inside Armenia.
Following a rapid September offensive, Azerbaijan recaptured Nagorno-Karabakh, displacing most of its 120,000 ethnic Armenian residents. Recently, the World Court mandated Azerbaijan to allow these refugees to return. But for those forced to flee, the prospect of living under Azeri rule is terrifying.
I was in my father's village when the attack took place. The first explosions were in the village. All of us were shocked. We did not know what to do. The kids were at school, my brother's kids. We were trying to figure out how to bring the kids back because we had to take them somewhere safe.
Unfortunately, the news cycle has ignored most of what's happened of this ethnic cleansing that started on September 19th.
We saw destroyed cars near us, shrapnel everywhere, in front of my feet. I was struck in the hand. It was so stressful. I didn't know whether to run or to help. I didn't know what to do. There were wounded people approaching the car asking for help. They were falling, passing out because they had lost so much blood.
This created a massive humanitarian crisis and generated allegations of Azeri war crimes. With the world now distracted by Israel's war with Hamas, Azerbaijan sees an opportunity to push even further. This Armenian monastery behind me is called Tatev, and it's over 1,100 years old. It's also one of the most popular tourist spots in the entire country of Armenia. And this is the area that is under threat from Azerbaijan, who now says that this is what they call Western Azerbaijan, and they're claiming that this land belongs to them. But if you look at the dozens and dozens of churches like this that are all over 1,000 years old that dot this region, it's pretty easy to see that this has been Armenian territory for a long, long time.
We hear they have a mind to capture our province. That's the Turks' idea. Erdogan has said so many times. Now the Russians and Azerbaijanis have joined the Turks. They want to eliminate the Armenian nation.
As Hamas is to Israel, Azerbaijan and Turkey are to Armenia and the Armenian Christians.
In 1915, after the genocide, we lost much of our land to the Turks. I'd like to see that land returned to us someday. I just want Armenia to flourish.
Armenians, though, feel ignored by the world.
Please do not forget your true Christian brothers and sisters in Armenia that are being attacked and forcibly removed from their homelands right now.
Maybe all Christian countries will come to our defense so we don't disappear from the map.
Without Russian protection, Azerbaijan's forces are poised to continue seizing territory, and people here worry about a repeat of the Armenian genocide of 1915. From Armenia, I'm Chuck Holton for CBN News.
In the very complicated political history of this region, Armenia stands as a Christian nation and has for centuries. And to say it's part of Azerbaijan is completely, it goes against history, it goes against archaeology, it goes against everything. We need to stand with Armenia. Let us never forget the Armenian genocide that happened. The Turks came in and they literally slaughtered everyone. And it was covered up, it was hidden. To this day in Turkey, you cannot reference the Armenian genocide. That's how extensive it is to say, let's cover this up. Absolutely horrific. Armenians were scattered around the world. The Armenian community right here in the United States, you can trace it all the way back to that genocide, that they had to flee for their lives. If they had stayed, they would have died. Today, another genocide is happening, and our focus is on Hamas, on Gaza. We need to focus on our Christian brothers and sisters in Armenia. Now, here's where it gets very complicated. Russia was the protector of Armenia. Russia can't do it anymore because of their invasion of Ukraine. Someone has to step up in that region. Europe, 100 years ago, didn't step up. The consequences were quite clear. Hitler referenced the Armenian genocide, that nobody paid attention, nobody did anything, and therefore no one would do anything against him when he killed the Jews. That was his rationale. We can't let Azerbaijan get away with this. We can't let Turkey get away with it again. These things cannot happen on our watch. We need to stand with Armenia and stand very strong. Again, moral clarity. Now, CBN has been operating through Orphan's Promise in Armenia for years. All of those systems are completely overwhelmed now. 120,000 refugees have now left that disputed area, and now that Azerbaijan army is coming after them. How can we do it? Well, let us please write to your senator, write to your congressman, write to the White House. Let's mobilize support to say, no, not on our watch. You don't get to wipe Armenia off the map.